Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, puppies and kittens of all ages. Welcome, of course, to the Mark and Rove Show. We need new friends.
We need new friends indeed. Nice little intro there, Mark. Did you practice in front of the mirror?
No, I don't have a mirror.
Ah, yes, that's right. Of course not. Not when you're perfect all the time.
Oh, no. You don't have a mirror either? Oh my gosh, what a coincidence.
It's funny. I actually have the biggest mirror of any guy I know. I just took it off somebody's hands because they were moving out of our neighborhood, and they offered me to buy it, and I said, sure, why not? Moved it into my bedroom, and it's massive, and I never use it because I know what I look like. I know what my hair looks like, but I beat you on any mirror competition. Yes, and we are off to a great start, kids. Mr. Nelson, again, I'm going to have to bring it up. I tried to bring up something different, but I'm going to have to talk about it because this is one that I can't move on. I cannot move on from this. I need closure. Well, I don't want closure because it's such a magnificent saga that even you are fully invested in. And of course, this is The Last Dance. Michael Jordan's The Last Dance. We finally finished it. It was a 5-week love affair. Is that correct? Two episodes a week. And we were all invested in it. I know there's so many more important things to talk about, especially at this time. But I'm just so happy. The high is that Tiger King is not the defining media entity that we're talking about that will represent this whole era that we're going through, and that it's The Last Dance. I'm so happy with that. And the other high is I'm so glad that the new generation have now experienced and know exactly the kind of person Michael Jordan is, the kind of competitor he was, the global icon he is, and that he's not just a pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad on two fronts. That is my high. How about yours, bud?
Wow, awesome. Well, no, I agree with you. I finished The Last Dance as well, and as a non-basketball fan, I absolutely loved it. But I was reading through some articles just randomly, and I came across some good news that has been coming out of this whole quarantine period, not just here, but around the world. So apparently, COVID is affecting the drug trade. Apparently, the chemicals used to make illicit methamphetamines and fentanyl often come out of China, and obviously they're not producing and exporting all these chemicals, so the gangs or the drug traffickers can't make these drugs. So that sort of section of the drug trade is down, as well as gangs in Rio, in South Africa, in Mexico are handing out care packages in neighborhoods instead of drugs. So that's brought that down. And then certain places like France is paying for lessons and to repair bicycles. New York is opening 7 miles of streets. It's going to be 100 miles later on to pedestrians and cyclists only. Germany is investing recovery cash into sustainable projects, green energy, subsidies for electric cars. Pakistan is hiring out of work people to plant trees. They've got a 10 billion tree tsunami project. So people that don't have jobs, they're paying them to go out and plant trees. And closer to home, one of our tycoons, I'm sure you've probably read about this, Ramon Ang of San Miguel Corporation has just been going overboard. The whole corporation, they have donated $260 million worth of goods, equiment, and everything to help people get through this whole quarantine period. So, I mean, like really setting the bar and setting the standard for, like a private organization doing everything they can. And he has an awesome quote when he was asked, do you think you're giving too much money out during this? Do you think SMC is giving too much money out? He said, we can make money again, but life, once you lose it, is gone forever. So between money and life, I choose life. I love that. That for me was a high.
Fantastic. I Well, I'm so glad you ended on that with a good note in regards to something a little more homegrown. And I believe he also turned his distilleries. Of course, he couldn't make alcohol anymore. Alcohol that we consume for
Yeah, Ginebra.
beverages. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ginebra, of
Ginebra.
course. And shout out to Ginebra. Nice little plug there. But now instead of making Ginebra and that type of alcohol, he decided to make alcohol, rubbing alcohol, 70% isopropyl, and started giving those out for free. Didn't charge for those as well.
And healthcare institutions. Yeah, really good stuff. Super impressive. Those are both highs that we've talked about. I'm going to give you one low before we move on to our first topic. And that is, I'm not even sure if you'd call it a low. So there's this football team in Korea called FC Seoul. And because they're having games without audiences, they, just to make the players feel like they're playing again, with people watching them, they've put up like mannequins and everything, and other sporting events around the world have done this as well. But it turns out that when people were watching and they had a look at the mannequins that they were using for this particular match, it turned out that they were sex dolls. So they had sex dolls in the stands masquerading as an audience.
Okay, that's a low. Why would that be a low? Me and you and I, as ambassadors and people who promote and encourage people to recycle, that is another way of recycling plastic. So, and I think what's great about it is these sex dolls, I'm assuming they're female and they'll have their mouths in a certain position. So from far away, it looks like they're all screaming and yelling, so thus simulating a soccer game and cheering, right?
Well, maybe that's why they use them. Who knows? But seeing as we're a few minutes in, we should probably talk about our first topic. People are tuning in to find out what this whole relationship in the time of COVID is about, right?
Oh, yes. I mean, you of all people, I think I want to pick your brain because you, in fact, are going through one of the most difficult stretches. I'm sorry?
That is slim pickings, my friend.
What do you mean? Oh, no. This one you should know, my brother. You should know. We've talked about it, and in fact, we talked about it a couple episodes ago. But you, in fact, are enduring one of the toughest stretches of not seeing someone. I mean, a long distance relationship is tough as it is. You have the means to go over and visit her. She has the means to come and visit you, but that cannot happen at all. How is love in COVID, in the time of COVID? How are you coping? What are you doing to survive this?
Well, I think there was a wise man who summarized it perfectly. It sucks. It really bites. My girlfriend left early February, so she was actually left before the whole lockdown happened. So we haven't seen each other even longer than the quarantine has been going on. We are very thankful and happy that we have technology. So we get to FaceTime each other every day, usually for a couple of hours, sometimes twice a day. So that really helps. But we did that little quiz, like finding out what your love language is. And I know that you've done this as well, so I will be asking.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Results. So I did it, and I found out what my love language was, and so I sent it to her because I was curious. I was like, okay, well, I know what mine is. Let's see what hers is. Turns out, her love language is not only the same, but our scores on each particular love language were almost identical. They're off by like 1 or 2 percentage points each.
Really?
It was
nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You guys aren't the same horoscope sign or anything like that. Is she born?
Actually,
was she born in February?
We were born 4 days apart. Different years, of course, but yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm born on Feb 14. She's born on Feb 18.
Oh wow!
So,
I wonder if that has anything to do with it as well.
I wonder, maybe. Well, I'm curious. I know what mine was. Well, we should first talk about what the love languages are. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a way that people express their love and how they recognize expressions of love themselves when they receive it. And the options, there's 5 of them. The first is physical touch, which means, you're very touchy, feely.
Yes.
The second one is words of affirmation. Just, always tell, I love you, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. The third is acts of service, meaning you physically do things for your significant other, to make life easier for them, that sort of thing. Maybe cooking them a nice meal or something like that. The fourth is quality time, which is, basically spending time together, but not just spending time like looking at your phone, but literally like putting your phone down, giving them your full attention, that kind of quality time, cuddling or something like that. And the fifth is gift giving, where you express your love by just, giving them gifts. It doesn't have to be big, expensive gifts, but just, little gifts here and there, thoughtful things. So my love language and that of my girlfriend.
Can I guess?
Yes, please do.
Okay, so the 5 were acts of service, receiving gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time. I want to say you need gifts in order for people. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're a quality time guy.
You are absolutely correct. Good job.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crystal and I are both quality time kind of guys, with a very close second going to physical touch. There we go.
Interesting.
Oh,
yeah, I really enjoyed taking this quiz as well.
Yeah, me too.
I forgot what the actual link to it was, but we'll mention that a little later on the show. You guys have to take it, but this is a fantastic way of finding out which of the 5 love languages you are, and it's quite heightened more so during this time in COVID. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree 100%. Because you need to recognize not just your own love language, but also your partner's love language, so that you can show them love in the way that they can comprehend and appreciate. Because if I'm a quality time kind of person, but the other person is a gift giving kind of thing, I'll be giving them quality time, they'll be giving me gifts. And it's like, okay, yeah, you don't appreciate me because you're not giving me time. And they're like, you don't appreciate me because you're not giving me gifts. Right? Yeah,
absolutely. And well, unfortunately, that's one unfortunate love language that is running rampant nowadays. The ones that are a little bit more materialistic. But I would like to point out, as I mentioned before, going through what we are now, my love language is physical touch. So I like to high five. I like to hug, pat on the back.
I thought
fist bump.
Can we show that again? I thought yours was acts of service. Oh yeah, yours. Oh,
okay, yes. It is acts of service, but I want to point out that the one that I really resonate with and that I'm really noticing is the physical touch part. Of course, that's lacking now. But how I achieve that is, call me crazy, but I think a lot of us are doing this now, especially Filipinos. We're sending food to our loved ones. And right now, I mean, of course, the best way to, as the saying goes, the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach, right? But especially in the times that we are at now, food is such a love currency. I mean, just the other day, I found a cake that is absolutely insane. Shout out to Stone Chocolates, and it is ridiculous. I've been sending that out left and right. I send it out to all my loved ones, and they are absolutely loving it. And that's my way of showing physical touch, because I'm touching them through their stomach. You know what I'm saying?
It is a very special episode. And do you know why it's a very special episode?
What? Yes.
Because not only is it a relationship topic, but for the second time in a row, we're going to have a special guest.
Oh my goodness. I have been waiting for this. Actually, we wanted to premiere him as our first guest, but it didn't work out. He was perfect for this We Need New Friends, but I'm going to just get right into him. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is an absolute credit, not only to his race, to his gender, to his species, but he started this global movement. Well, it's localized now, but it's going to just be massive, and especially after this COVID experience. And of course, that is called the hashtag Bullied Husbands Club. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bear Grylls of relationships here in the Philippines. I present to you Mr. Nico Bolzico.
In this
Hello, guys.
Oh, there we go. Hey,
How are you?
Nico.
Okay,
Nico, buddy, how you doing?
first, before we start, I want to start talking, okay? Because let's make things clear.
Okay, what?
First, I'm a bit offended because I was not invited to be a host of this show. This could be a perfect show called The Nico Show with the company of Mark and Robilson. You missed it. One. Second, you know that when you invite me this show, it's a lose-lose situation for me. Because there is nothing I can say that will help me in my relationship, but it's a lot of things I can say that will cost me a lot after.
Well,
And
the
three,
good news that, yeah.
Sorry, and three, I'm also a host. In this episode, there is 3 hosts. So I'm going to ask you questions too.
Sure.
Fair enough.
Well, I
Okay,
just
perfect.
want to...
We're going to set the ground and the limits, okay?
Okay. Well, I just want to make a point there, Nico. You said that you could get into a lot of trouble. The good news is you are under quarantine, so no matter how much trouble you're in, she can't leave you. This is the best time for you to get all of your crap out and on the table because she can't go. She can't go anywhere. She can't kick you out.
It's the worst. It's
That
the worst.
is
When you
right.
get in trouble, you leave. When you
Well,
get in
you
trouble,
should-
you leave. You cannot leave now.
Well, you should also maybe this might deter her. Let her know that the Department of Justice has also tacked on an additional 20 years for any murders happened during COVID-19 because of the passionate circumstance. So let her know that she could go to jail for a very,
Is
very,
it true or
very
not?
long
Is
time.
it true or you're making it up, Robinson?
I just made that up. I mean, whatever. She's not listening. Nobody's listening to this show. Just tell her that. Tell her
But you
that.
know what? If she kills me, the house is under her name. So I can be like, now. So it's a lose-lose situation. I'm telling you.
So if we happen to see like a little mound in your backyard with with the trees growing very well, then we know what happened to you. Hey, Nico, we wanted to say that we're so grateful that you have the cojones to stand up there for your fellow men and to stand up to your oppressor.
My 4th year anniversary.
I know. Happy anniversary, by the way. 4 years
Happy
of marriage,
anniversary.
9 years of relationship. That is incredible. We've known Solenn for a very long time. For any guy to last that long is a feat indeed.
I think Derek lasts like 7 years, so it was not that far.
Well, hey, you've got 2 more years. You're lasting pretty well. But we want to ask, what inspired you to put up the Bullied Husbands Club?
So I think the bully has, those are the questions that are lose-lose questions. Whatever I said, I will lose here, but whatever. So I think the Bully Husband Club was not created by me. The Bully Husband Club was born out of a necessity of everyone needing to express themselves, right? Robilson, am I right or not?
You are correct.
Do you identify with the Bully Husband Club? Do you need to breathe sometime? Do you feel that your balls are being squeezed? You see?
Yes.
And you, Mark, you are with the Latina, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to generalize, but 100% of the Latinas are crazy. 100%, for sure. So you will see, and if you don't realize that how much you belong to the club, it's because she's already so 10 steps ahead of you. You're so into this club. You should be begging me to be part of not only the club, but of the board of directors that Erwan is also already. But if you don't know that yet, it's because, you're so dead. You're so dead. I know Latinas, bro. I know Latinas. They're all crazy. All.
Wait,
where's she from? Puerto Rico, right?
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Okay, well, going by that, if all Latinas are crazy, you being from Argentina, of course, of Latin descent, would you consider yourself crazy?
Latinas, S at the end.
Okay, so not Latinos. They're clearly clear-minded and
Latinos
always calm.
Are victims. We're all victims.
Okay, then can I be an honorary Latino though? Because now I feel like a victim. Actually, I should be careful when I say
okay.
I know
Wait.
she's watching this.
You are. Is she watching this?
Yes, she is.
Okay, I was kidding. Cristal, right?
Yeah, actually, she just said, she's like, ha ha, you didn't know, baby.
You see? They even admit it. No, okay, you're so dead. Oh yeah, I just see it.
There.
There it
Okay,
is.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
what have you
sorry. I
got me into?
But wait, Mark, you are half Myanmarese, half Australian.
I'm English, Chinese, Myanmarese, but Australian born.
100% there is some Latino there. One of your for sure.
I'm sure one of my ancestors have fooled around with a Latin somewhere along the lines. I mean, before me, of course.
Yeah, you're born a victim, so it's okay. It's okay. Just call me like now that she knows that you know. Call me in a week. We talk. I give you some survival tips.
Thank you very much. I will take care of that. I wanted to ask, if you're saying that all Latinas are crazy, how do the French Filipinas compare?
Excellent question.
Another lose-lose question. Another lose-lose question. So
you can't think of it in terms of that. We are here to give information to our fellow man. This is not just a show. This is actually a manual, capital MAN, on how to survive love in the time of COVID. And we have so many people here that just need your wonderful advice how you survive this long.
Okay, so Solenn is French Filipino, right? But she's way more Filipina than French. That says a lot.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Robinson, you are with the Filipina, right?
I'm sorry?
Robinson, you are with the Filipina.
Yes, I was with a Filipina. Yes, I have dated Filipinas.
Okay. Are they jealous?
They do have a bit of a jealous streak in them. Yes.
Are they a bit crazy?
I'm sorry?
Yes. Are they a bit crazy also?
They cross the crazy line, habitual line steppers of the crazy line, yes.
Are they a bit scary sometimes when they get upset?
What was that?
Are they a bit scary when they get upset?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
But more yes and no?
Sorry, say it again one more time.
More yes than no?
More yes than no. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Nico, do you notice how Wilson is answering very carefully? It's because his ex is also watching this.
I know. That's why I'm actually enjoying this a lot. And the last question is your life in danger when they are hungry?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. So yes. I didn't say anything. Robinson answered the question, right? I might agree with what you just said. So Solenn is French Filipina, but trust me, there is no French there. It's hi, Bebu.
Okay.
I love Solenn. Solenn is the best thing ever happened. Everything in our relationship is amazing because of
Yes.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
It's our anniversary and I'm spending it eating dinner alone in front of the TV.
Yeah, because of them. They're so no, it's so bad, Robinson and Mark. This is the last
time we talk. So sorry. We actually we blackmailed him to do this.
Yeah,
we did.
He's beginning to love me now because I can hear him banging shit from now.
No.
He's really banging stuff.
You're not watching the show?
No.
Okay, she's not watching the show. I'm in the show. She's not watching the show. You see? No support.
What? Actually, that's probably all for the best for you right now, Nico.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while you're here, can we ask you a quick question? What is it like being locked up with Nico 24/7 for months?
For months? It's been months.
Oh yeah, it went so fast, right? You didn't realize.
Actually, honestly, or like jokingly? Honestly.
Both.
Wait.
No, just honestly, it's not so bad. I really thought we'd be like ripping each other's hair. You better not be saying the freaking opposite.
No. I never thought that, by the way.
Huh?
I never thought we were gonna rip each other's hair.
I thought we were gonna fight a lot, but we're not fighting at all.
Yes.
Also, because I'm busy with the baby, and then we find times where he takes care of the baby and I do my stuff. Like, we make sure to have our separate times during the day and not like be in each other's face all day.
The baby's called Tilan.
Yeah, and there's 4 floors in the house, so if I'm annoyed, I just go to like either floor.
4 floors, but not garden. Amazing.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for other couples out there that are having a hard time with COVID?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people fighting recently. I have heard that from friends and more. Well, I think we're lucky to not live in an apartment because I think we might go a bit crazy. here we have the time to like I said, not see each other or kind of just like walk on steps on the balcony.
We see each other
Walk
all the time. There's no like 1% of the time we don't see each other.
Yeah, and just make sure you talk about things that make you happy. So 99% of our conversation is about Tilan. We spend time with her all day and then we watch her videos at night, so we don't fight.
Yeah, I must say that having Tilan is a massive factor why
you
this is
really loud.
Yeah, because I don't have the earphones, so I have to speak loud. Having
You
Tilan,
always speak loud anyway.
Yeah.
having Tilan is, I think, is the key factor why we're having such a good time.
We're not divorcing during COVID.
Yes, yeah, something like that.
Awesome. So
we're
the number one
on-
tip for couples to stay together is to have a baby.
No.
I think so.
Actually, there's gonna be a lot of quarantine babies.
Or get pets, get more pets. Actually, no, pets make us fight. We don't agree with the pets.
Yeah.
Do the
Yeah.
pets feel neglected now that you're giving 100% attention to the baby,
Dude,
or are you
no.
dividing it evenly?
Not too
It
loud.
seems like you're dividing the love and attention evenly amongst all the babies, which is commendable to you guys. You're still walking your dog, Poch, every day. We notice, and So how's that been?
So basically, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Wait, she's gonna move the aircon. So the other day, our cat, okay, El Gato, he feels that he's not that close to us because Pochola sleep in our room, but Solenn decide not to let the cat sleep in the room when he used to sleep in the room. So the cat feels he's being downgraded. So the other day, the cat rebelled and he pee in the sofa. You know what Solenn texts me when the cat pee in the sofa? She goes like,
What?
"This cat pee in the sofa. I'm so cutting his balls now."
Because
You know how that made me feel? I pee on the toilet sometimes.
sometimes on
I freaked out.
no, because
She said,
guys,
cut the balls of the cat. We have discussion.
Yeah.
I completely disagree to deball the cat.
because when
Completely
you
disagree.
neuter a cat, they become less territorial. So they'll become chubby and fat and just sleep all day and not pee on my couch. So I will neuter him as soon as
Don't
that's
say
over.
neuter. You are deballing the cat. It's like she's like the cat pee in the
And when I leave, I feel like he doesn't talk shit about me. So
No, never.
I miss you guys.
I never do that.
Also,
Okay.
Laksa Marcos.
Yes, as soon as this is over, Mom's back.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye, son.
Good to see you.
Happy
Thank you,
anniversary.
Solenn. Happy
Te amo.
anniversary.
Te amo.
All right,
Dude.
we got out of that one.
Whew.
Nico,
Wow.
now that she's admitted to not watching the show, you can say everything. It's not a lose-lose situation, my friend. Let's go. Time to reveal
Yeah,
the nitty-gritty.
I was
I have-
watching
I
his
have to
eyes
come.
to see if he like blinked twice if he was in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah,
was
it's okay.
looking for those
If I go like that, just switch the mood, okay? Like that. Okay?
We got you.
Got it.
Oh, wow.
You know what this show reminds me a little bit to the old show that you used to have with Erwan, The Cave.
The cave, yes.
Yes.
I watched a lot of episodes of The Cave in YouTube that they were already recorded because I didn't met you by then. It was a great show.
Thank you.
Thank
We had
you.
so much fun on it. And I'm so glad
Well-
that you can join us on this show now as well. Because
Well,
you
ironically-
went around before.
Well, ironically enough, Mark, I think we produced maybe 50 plus episodes, and our greatest one with the most views was Solenn's. So the
Yeah, I
pressure
know.
is on
I
you
watched that one.
to have. So we need now this to be the most viewed. If we can
I-
continue the Bolzico trend.
Actually, that
No, but-
would have been good training for you because I think that episode was talking about dating assholes.
Yeah, and I remember in that episode, Erwan asked you if you hit on Solenn, and neither of you answered. You were like silence. But I asked Solenn already. She said no.
We said no. No.
No,
never.
you say it was actually it's an editing trick that make you look guilty. So I asked Solenn and she said no.
Yes, no. But we did hit on our one.
Yes.
So, do you have any tips for? I mean, like guy tips for all the married husbands out there that are being, I guess, really having a hard time with their wives. What is the best survival tip for a husband to survive Wifezilla during COVID?
Don't get pets. Number one. No new pets at least.
Okay.
Second, you need to understand, and I think COVID made this much more clearer, no more clearer, that the house is not our territory. We are visitors in our own house. Before, when you go out and work and you come back and you meet each other, at night, and it's not that clear. Oh, I'm the boss of the house. I'm the man of the house.
Yeah.
We think.
Mm-mm.
But now that you cannot leave the house, it's super clear. You don't rule nothing. You are a visitor in your own house. It doesn't matter if it's under your name, under her name, whatever. You are a visitor. And I don't know
Okay.
all the wives there, but Wifezilla, she might meet you and forget your name after 2 minutes. But she doesn't forget any detail of the house, of where everything was before she walked out of that room, right? So leave a shirt on the chair or move one of her decorations, and it can be can be devastating, can be a disaster. So I think the first point and the most important aspect of this is acceptance. Accept you're not the boss. Accept in the house you are being ruled. You cannot rule. Don't even try. Don't even try. So that would be the first advice. Second, yeah, Tammy Reshes asked, happy wife, happy life. That summarizes everything I just said.
Yes.
And second, on a more serious note, we always complain that we don't have time to enjoy each other, right?
Right.
Now we have all the time in the world. So take it, enjoy it. Like if it is your anniversary, don't be with two friends online in a show. Be with her having dinner. Don't be an asshole, right? So
Yes. Excellent advice. Excellent advice.
I
those are the
I
two
feel
advices.
like right now it's bullied wives clubs. It seems like you're taking over tonight's festivities. It's your attitude that's
This might be a
dominating
turning point.
tonight.
Actually,
Yes, it might be a turning point.
attitude. Now, this is my attitude in front of my friends. This is like, I'm the big boss. It changed so fast. I feel cool with the guys. I haven't hung out with the guys for the longest time. Like, I only talk to Erwan once in a while, and it's mostly because of a business that we are working together. But I haven't had like a guys talk with friends in a while. So now I'm feeling like, okay, as long as Solenn doesn't watch it, it's fine.
Do you love it
Yeah,
that
need to
more
make
of
sure
your
she doesn't. Need to make sure she doesn't watch it.
no, exactly.
Yes.
Nico, do you love it that more of your friends are joining in the Bullied Husbands Club, or do you feel that it's a troubling statistic? Jacques has kind of joined it. I don't know if I'm sure Mateo's joined it. Erwan is part of your board. Soon to be Mark Nelson is probably joining it. Do you find it troubling that the Bullied Husbands Club is growing?
No. So basically, the Bullied Husband Club is born out of a sentiment, right? So you don't need to be married to be part of it. Mark could be today the chairman of the Bullied Husband Club. He doesn't know it yet. But all my friends and everyone I know it doesn't have to be marriage. It's a girlfriend or it's like someone you're seeing. It already makes you feel part of it. So the Bullied Husband Club, what happened is, for example, Jack. Okay, let's put the example of Jack. Jack, you talk to Jack. He's a pilot. He's a pearl farmer. He's one of the coolest guy I ever met.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the moment he sits down with Mia in the table, the tone of his voice completely changed. He goes for like, the guys are like, Mimi, like it's already it's automatic. But before the Bully Husband Club, he didn't realize. At least now he realized that the diameter of his balls shrink when he's in the same table with Mia. So it's more of the Bully Husband Club is more of a relation. I don't have a friend that is not. I don't have a friend that is not. I do have friends that think they're not part of it, like Mark, but they are actually. So yeah, Erwan is the typical. The typical case.
Yeah.
Erwan it's kind of like no need to explain. Mateo also because Mateo is the one that you see, like the Ranger, Guidicelli, and he has motorbikes and super, the racer guy, like all training, and he portrayed that macho image. Those are the worst. That macho image, it's a lie. Machos don't exist in this world. It's just what you try to show. But after, in reality, if you are with a girl that you love, you're not a macho. It doesn't exist. It's bullshit. So Mateo because also his marriage is more private, right? They don't like to show much more.
No.
It's more shocking when you see it. It's really shocking when you see it. Mateo becomes almost like a girl. Really, he becomes like really close to being a girl when he's with Sarah in the same place. Who else? Well, you have Adrian. Adrian is the epitome of the Bully Husband Club.
Yeah.
Adrian is. I mean, he became his wife basically.
Okay, I have a theory. I have something I've been dying to ask you for ages about the Bullied Husband Club. All of the guys that are part of the Bullied Husband Club and the way that they react to their wives or their partners, it's with a lot of respect. It's fear, but it's also respect for a woman. Do you think that all of the bullied husbands are very close to their mothers? Are you close to your mom?
That I never asked myself. So first, it's true. It's respect for women is the #1 step to be part of the Bully Husband Club. Come out of respect and love to our women. Connected that to our mothers, it's the first time I think about it. How you're very close to your mom. I saw you when you were cooking and doing this thing.
Yeah, I know Erwan is super close to his mom.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. How was it? This guy Edipo? No, the
Oedipus.
There is a complex. How do you call it?
Yeah.
Edipo?
Oedipus complex. Oedipal complex.
Oedipus complex. Dude, I don't know, but that's a good question. I'm gonna start doing a more thorough analysis in each of the members. Applies to me.
Yeah.
Applies to you. Applies to R1. Applies to Jags. Can be. Can be.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Because that's where we get our respect for women and our love for them. And so that's why if we don't mind, we can be men. We can be like, men out in the world and feel like the boss and in control. But we have so much love and respect for our partners that we don't mind taking the backseat because we're comfortable in our masculinity that we can let them be the boss at home because we care about them that much.
Excellent
Very
insight.
By the way, that's the bit that you can show Solenn later.
Yes. I have to record that. But actually, I don't know if you saw that comment from Christina King. She said, I'm taking notes to use against my boyfriend. There. Taking notes to use against my boyfriend. You see, it backfires. This thing will backfire, not to me, to all the guys here.
Sorry, Christina's boyfriend.
Sorry, Christina. Sleep on the couch. It's just like camping. No, well, you know what? We brought up Solenn, Nico, and again, thank you so much. It's your anniversary tonight. We appreciate you being on here with us when you should be having dinner with her. But how do you keep the romance alive? What did you prepare for her tonight? In fact, I mean, was it you that cooked the meal, or did you do flowers, a box of chocolates? Is there a big surprise for her a little later on? How do you keep the romance alive after 9 years, after being locked together for 2 months?
First, you see my Instagram, right? I make a pretty good post. That's the start. Okay, good.
Okay, so social media post is good enough. It's like a card.
No, but you have to be there. It's like you have to be there. You have to be there. You have to post. You have to talk to the world, remind the world.
Of course. It's the new Hallmark card.
Yes. So basically, with Solenn, something we do pretty well is we talk a lot. We like to sit down and talk and dialogue a lot. Tonight I cook for her from 7 to 8 p.m. because your production team was chasing me to death to be online at 8:20 or I was gonna be dead. So we have a small dinner. I didn't do much, guys. I didn't do much. I screwed up today. I screwed up because of you today, to be honest. But we do try to keep the romance alive. How do we do it? Is taking the time to be together. Because now, especially with Tilan, we're very hands-on with Tilan. So during the day, we divide our time with Tilan. So from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. is me, then it's Solenn, then I take over again. So sometimes it's hard to get time for yourself. So we do schedule sitting outside in the balcony with a glass of wine, no phones. I think the phone is the key to ruin your relationship. We need to do, because the phone, of course, you can be in your phone just for fun, but you also have to work in your phone. There's things that you need from it. But if you don't, if you're not present and you don't realize about it, it can really harm your whole relationship because you're all the time in your phone and you're never there during the conversation. So we do schedule 1, 2, 3 hours wine. It's more like one tasting without phones, outside, just the two of us and talking. That, I think that's the key. I mean, dinner is okay also, but we really value the time that we can sit down and talk and just talk about Tilan. Mostly right now, before our topic was Pochola a lot. Now it's Tilan a lot, and then we talk about the future, and then we talk about what is going to happen after all this. But at least you are talking, you're present, you are actually having those conversations. And again, we normally complain, oh, we never have time to be with each other. We never have time for this. We never have time. Okay, now we have all the time in the world. So now is the time to use that time. I'm saying time too many times. To use that time in order to have this conversation, to enjoy with each other. So I think, again, taking a break with no phones and wine, if you like, and talk, it's a best way to
I couldn't
continue.
agree.
Yes.
I couldn't agree with you more. Like my girlfriend and I spend, like I said, about 2 hours each day talking to each other. I mean, obviously we're FaceTiming across, like 15,000 miles, but like we, without distraction, and that's where we catch up with each other. What if, 12-hour time difference? What did you do today as compared to what did I do last night? And yeah, talking about life. And I think this is something that everyone needs to remember, that even if you are far from a loved one or you're confined in space, in a very small space together with them, you need to take time out in your day to have that connection, which is
100%.
what really keeps a relationship alive.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And for everybody well, really quickly, for everybody at home that's watching, if you're not following Nico Bolzico or Solenn Heusaff Bolzico, follow them. And I really think you guys are doing it the right way, where having fun with each other is paramount, and that's what is strengthening you guys as a couple. I know we've been busting your balls about the whole Bullied Husbands Club, but we love how you guys are doing it, and you're letting the world know it's fun that rules your world, and of course Solenn's always right, so that's number 2, but yeah,
that's number 1.
We appreciate you.
That's
Yeah, that is number 1.
No, but
we
I think
appreciate you, man.
I think it is exactly that, what you both said, like spending time and talking, but also like having fun. And I think something very important is to give each other space and freedom, right? Like, don't overdo it. Like, we love each other so much, we love our company so much, but also you want her to do her own thing and you want you to do your own thing. It's in a healthy relationship to be able to have that space and to have your own things. Like, well, right now we cannot leave the house, right? But going with your friends, go with your friends just by yourself. Or sometimes you see relationships that, especially my friends from Argentina. I can say whatever. I don't think they will watch these guys. So especially my friends from Argentina, sometimes I go there for I go there normally in December, right? And I text them. We are 12 guys that we know each other since we were born, like super good friends. And I text them starting in July, guys, I will arrive in Argentina December 15, and I will be there till January 5. We need to get one day. I see them all the time, but we need to be at least one day, full day, that we start at 10 a.m. to cook a piece of beef. And we start at 10 a.m. cooking, we eat at 2, we drink, and then we cook again, and it's a full day where we are all together in one of the houses, either we choose which house, but we spend that time with all of us. We catch up the whole year, like, to maintain that. The amount of negotiations some of them have to do to convince their wife to come to see, to be with your friends. We're not calling girls. It's literally just guys, only guys. And the girls can come and back and like, it's not that we don't, they can come, but we don't encourage them to stay because you want to have like the boys conversations, right? But they can come, right? There's no problem. It's allowed. And you know how hard it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And the problem is, when I was their friend, before I was married, we were friends. Some of the girlfriends, they've been with them for 12, 15 years. So they knew me as their friend when I was single. And it was not a good influence on them. So they stick in their head. When I go, they stick, that's the past. But like the biggest fights or discussion that I have with them is like, dude, you're gonna be divorced. If you have to negotiate for like 6 hours for your wife that you have 3 kids with to let you go 1 kilometer away to my weekend house to have a greening meat and drinking with your lifetime friends, dude, in 5 years you're gonna be divorced. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
What's a guy got to do to ride topless on horses? With his friends.
Exactly.
Jeez.
That's all we do. It's a good mountain. It's a close to mountain break, whatever the movie was. I don't know what it is.
But you know what, Nico? I think I agree. I agree with you 100%. The great thing about the relationship we see with Nico, with you and Solenn, is that she gives you a hard time. You take it, but we all know that the kind of girl that Solenn is. That if you say, "Hey, babe, I want to go and spend a day with the boys," she'll be like, "Go." And if she said, "Hey, I'm going to go spend a day with the girls," you're like, "Yeah, have fun. See you tonight."
100%.
And
Yeah.
that's
Also because
you need to have in a relationship. Yes.
Correct, but it's also because it's that trust, right? Like if you were a good husband and she was a good wife, there's no reason not to have that trust, right? It's and that's what it will make, I think, our relationship last forever. Hashtag forever makes sense.
Well, on that note, Nico, we want to say thank you so much. We know that your relationship will last forever as long as you don't screw up. We love watching it on Instagram. My mother says hi. You are her favorite person to follow. She loves all of your posts. When she's here, then you guys are coming over. Please bring the baby as well. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, and we look forward to having you back again.
Guys, thank you so much for inviting me. Even if you don't make me part of the show, it's okay. I'm happy to be, and it's always a pleasure to talk to you. It's like this for me. If I forget, this is a Zoom conversation with two friends. I actually forget this show. So thank you so much, guys.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
so much,
Thank
Matt.
you.
We'll catch up
Later,
soon.
Enjoy.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
Thank
anniversary.
you. Whatever completes on Solenn, I'm sending it to you both.
Okay, all right. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Fine.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys.
Have a good night.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Nico Bolzico. Wow, what an awesome guest, and some great insights on being stuck in quarantine with your significant other and a newborn baby.
And a zoo.
And a zoo. The one thing that we would have loved to have had Nico on is our next segment. So hopefully we'll be able to guest him again in a future episode, months away. Because our next episode has become a hot favorite here on the show, much to our dismay.
Yes, unfortunately and fortunately, we have to come to grips with it and face it. But we're having fun with it, as you all are as well. Last week, we had the combination of Tagalog and singing, which is a dual nightmare for us. Now we have Tagalog, and it will be movie lines, from my understanding. So let's cue up Tagalog time.
All right. There we have it. It is now time for Tagalog time.
Here we go.
All right. Whenever you're ready. With feeling.
With feeling. Sana ako pa rin. Ako na lang ulit. Oh boy, that was bad. All right, here we go. Give me another one.
All right. Take two.
Okay, take two. All right, I just had to get that one out. Here we go. Sana ko pa rin. Ako na lang ulit. There, I went with the doughy-eyed.
That's actually pretty good. Let's see how close you are to reality.
Oh, we got the clip here. Okay.
Sana ako pa rin. Ako na lang. Ako na lang ulit.
Wow, that was pretty close. I'm gonna give you one more go to really put your feeling into it.
All right.
Can we throw the line up one more time? I want to see tears.
Here we go. Let me get into character. Sana ako pa rin. Ako na lang ulit. Cue tear.
Eye drops.
I
Or Vicks
Or
under
just-
the eyelid. I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Or just watch me do Tagalog in real life. It brings a tear to my eye. I actually couldn't hear the playback.
Bring the kid to
I
our
actually,
eye too.
yeah. Is someone cutting onions or saying bad Tagalog lines? Again, the translation is, I wish it's still me, just me. That's it. It's still me again.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the
Okay,
translation
yeah.
of it.
all right.
Okay.
Very deep line. Well, there's swearing in this, so I know this is going to be like, people don't swear and cry, or do they? Anyway, here we go. Lahat ng ginawa ko, ano pa bang gusto mong gawin ko? Putang ina naman, Bash. Ganyan ka ba katigas?
Not bad. Not
I-
bad. Should we see the clip? Let's see the clip, and then when you
Okay.
see the clip, I want you to do it one more time after the clip.
Okay.
All right, let's
All
check
right,
it out.
Go.
Tama na, please.
Uy, tama na!
Malaki lang ang katawan mo, pero hindi mo kaya pagtambayan!
Uy, ka na!
Sandali!
Uy, ka na!
Lahat ng ginawa mo na!
Tama na!
Lahat ng ginawa ko! Ano bang gusto mong gawin ko? Putang ina naman, Bash! Kaya ka ba katigas?
Oh, I love that one.
Ooh, that
Don't
was
get him in the
fast.
bush.
That was
good.
quick. That's quick to
That
go.
was good. That was quick to go.
All right.
As opposed to slow and deliberate like yours. All right, Nelson, you got this.
All right.
Get into character. You're mad at this girl.
Okay, hold on. Hold me back.
Okay.
Here we go.
Feel
Lahat
it.
ng ginawa ko, ano ba bang gusto mong gawin ko? Putang ina. What? Shit. Let me take two.
Take two. That's okay. You're fine. You're okay. Keep rolling.
Lahat ng ginawa ko, ano ba bang gusto mong gawin ko? Putang ina naman, Bash. Ganyan ka ba katigas? I feel like my first one was better.
I did like your first one much better. This one,
Yeah.
you went a little too acty in that one, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. I like the first one better. You went with feeling. You just like a true actor, like a true thespian. You went with it, and you nailed it
Yeah.
on your first try. That's impressive.
All right, thank you. I'll take the take one.
Oh man, I don't know what to say. Thank you guys for the comments, for being medyo kind. Again, I can't see them right now, but that was a lot of fun.
That was way too much fun. Okay.
Doesn't mean
yeah.
we like them, but
No,
we are
no.
having fun. It's like eating vegetables but putting a lot of butter on it. All right, fine, I'll do it, but you got to put a lot of butter on it.
But you got to make it fun. We have another really fun segment that is called Caption This. Now, we put up a couple of pictures on our Instagram stories on the Mark and Rove account, and we asked you guys to send in your very best caption for a couple of these pictures. So without much further ado, let us roll video. This is our Caption This. All right. Now then, our first image was a beautiful image that we got from our good friend Sebastian Gilbert.
I know a lot of people, a lot of entries were some of the captions were of the being on drugs ilk. You know what I'm saying? Because it really felt
Yes.
like you were, just in another place. And yeah, let's check
Yeah.
out the winners,
Yeah.
or at least the
Well,
top
actually, I want to
comments.
wait, before we get to that, I just want to say that whilst we've attributed this photo to Seb, it is him in the picture, and he edited it with Cinemagraph. But the person that actually took the photo was our friend Julia Kisumbing, who we had the camera off to. And so she actually took that image of him because he was busy taking pictures of us with Amanda's the whole day.
Right.
Right. Credit for her for taking it, credit to him for being in it and editing. But without much further ado, yes. And the winner is Can I Have What He's Having? Now,
Turned in
if I
by
could-
Trish
CC.
VCC. Yes, that's
Trish
Trisha
VCC.
Chongbian, coming all the way from the States, actually, San Francisco. So thank you,
Oh, that's
Trish, for
Trisha-
that.
That's
Trisha
Trisha's?
Chongbian.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way. Oh, good on her.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for
Ah.
playing, Trisha.
All right, let's throw up the let's throw up the next image.
This is a picture of, well, this is myself in the middle, Mark Nelson in the front, and that's our good friend Simon Yin of History Channel fame and History Hustle and everything History Channel. Fantastic host and director, and he was actually directing us in I think that shot was Asia's Got Talent. Yeah, that shot was taken in Singapore. Just giving each other massages. I think that's what it was. All right, and let's see what the top captions are. Hopefully, Grandma will. He's a well-read, Nelson.
James Saw says, wife asked which of her friends I'd have a threesome with. Apparently, I was only meant to pick one.
I love him. How old is this nephew of yours, Mark?
He's 15. He's turning 16 next month.
Fantastic. I have. Where does he get his perverse wit? It's brilliant. His first one was fantastic. This is great. Yep. That's the standard right now, guys. This is the standard. If you want to win Caption This, that is the mind of the hosts. But thank you for participating. We love Caption This. We love your captions. They get better and better every year or every week. And now you know the standard. You got to beat James. I think we're going to rename it, Mark. We're going to rename it Beat James Saw's Caption.
Yes. He would love that. He would absolutely love that.
Oh, man.
Oh, by the way, we're going to wrap this up, well, in a little while. But we just want to tell everyone that next week we're doing something a little bit different. I mean, we're still doing all of this, but we're going to add a raffle segment. So we're going to be raffling off something good. We don't know what it is yet, but it'll be something good. It'll be something useful. I mean, we're all stuck at home during COVID. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Ro, go ahead.
No, and as well as we'd love to know who you want to bring on also for our very favorite segment, We Need New Friends. I'm sure whoever you have in mind, they're probably buddies of ours as well. So, yeah, let us know in the comments section. But we have a bunch already in mind, but let us know who you want to see.
Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you will not only watch Nico and Solenn's account, but also ours, the Mark and Rove account, as well as our personal accounts at Mark Nelson and at Wilson Fernandez. We loved having you guys watch. Thank you for all your awesome comments. Sorry we couldn't get to all of them, but we'll try and get better at that in the future. And we will see you guys again next week here.
Thank you so much. Mark and Rove, we need new friends.
New friends. We got to work on that too.
We do. We should do it in Tagalog.
Oh.
What's we need new friends in Tagalog?
Meron ka ba ng bagong kaibigan? No. What's the need? Gusto mo?
Kailangan.
Kailangan kami bagong kaibigan?
Kailangan namin ng bagong kaibigan.
Kailangan ng bagong mga kaibigan.
Thank you, Jolina.
You're welcome. Wait, who was yours? Claudine. All right. On that note, bye, guys. We'll see you next week.